talk about the groove, you don't have to do much. On the popping, you doing the solo. And doing the solo, let's play. One thing about playing in a band, is this on? Yeah? One thing about playing in a band, you have to get used to playing bass, a regular bass line over and over and over again. Yeah. And if you deviate, there's some musical directors, if you deviate one note, they send you on the airplane home. You can't put what you want into it. If this not what y'all rehearse, you can't do that in a session, or you're done. I heard stories of bands taking a break. You know, they've been practicing for 8 hours, take a break. Keyboard player goes and plays giant steps on the keyboard. MD's like, oh, why are you playing that? Oh, I just was messing around. He said, you should have been playing your part. You should have been rehearsing your part. Yeah. Sent him home. Wow. Bye-bye, on the phone. Al, come do the gig. Just like that. Yeah. It's real out here. This is not a joke. This is people making money. Why are you playing giant steps? You should have been playing your part, rehearsing your part. That's the bass line. Over and over. Nothing else. Everybody understand that? Yeah. Everybody understand that? Yeah. It's very important. That's why I was talking about discipline. Al knows this. Al's been playing a whole lot longer than me. You gotta have discipline. And some of these MDs don't play no games. And like I said, I don't think a lot of people is teaching you all the ropes of that. These cats not playing no games. Ricky Minor and some of these other cats. They hired you. You making big money. If Ricky Minor called you, making big money. Big money. And if we call your name to come do this gig, he expecting you to nail it on bass. And Al kept talking about reading. If you can't read, you better be have a hell of an ear. And Kurt Whalen told me once, he said, it's nice to be able to read, but you better make sure your ear is tight. Tight. And I was playing a gig with him once, and I was filling in for the bass player. And I was playing, I thought I was killing. I mean, I did good, because it was a last minute gig. I had a lot of songs to learn, all by ear. I had a couple of charts. During the live show, I'm facing the audience killing, then, thinking I'm doing my thing. He turns his back to the audience, he comes up to me, he said, watch your dynamics. That's all he said to me. Then he said, when we drop, you're not dropping. I said, well, I'm not. I thought I was. I said, it's Kurt Whalen. I guess I wasn't dropping. So I had to focus a little more. And as the song went, I said, oh. I was behind, it was a centimeter behind everybody else. But he heard it. That's what I'm talking about. You got to be on your A game. Certain gigs, you got to be on your A game. There's no time for B+. Be my A game. I got a call once from my friend Ron Grant. Rest in heaven, Ron. He was a great guy, great singer. He called me one Sunday in like 2000, 2001. Yeah, Reggie, you available tomorrow? I said, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I got a gig for you, a session. You got to be there at 12 o'clock. I said, cool. He said, yeah, they're looking for somebody to come to the studio and nail a song in like an hour. You got to be out of there. It was called Track Masters. It was for Will Smith. Will Smith, the actor, rapper. And I got there. He was there telling jokes. But then there's come time to nail it. He got real serious. Whole demeanor changed. Like, what you got? That's what he said to me. What you got? So I was like, whoa, okay. And there was a remake of what's the sweet, sweet, sweet. Remember that? Right. Dinah Ross? Right. So I had to play that over and over. What was out of tune? They wanted to do that. So it started feeling good. So I went, oh, no slack. No slack. Maybe at the end, or maybe once every 8 bars. Just keep the finger. So I had track masters just looking at me the whole time, just everything I played. Then at the same time, Will's right to my right. It's like, come on, bro. Come on, bring it. So I'm feeling the pressure. Track masters was large back then. And you got Will Smith. Like, bring it, bro. Well, okay, I feel the pressure. But I nailed it. And I made the record. You know what I'm saying? So when I speak to y'all, I'm speaking from experience. And Marcus Miller got stories for days about studio sessions, where he just had to come and chart it down, and I say, go play what's on here, but give me you. Right. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother type of thing that we have to have. Give me you. Yeah. Because one of the hardest things for any musician is to find their own voice. It's very difficult. People ask me, how do I find my own voice? I said, it takes time. And sometimes I have to say, you may never find your own voice. You might just have to just play what you can play. And sometimes, if I had a plastic bag, sometimes you reach into the bag, we keep reaching into the bag, right? We reaching and reaching and reaching, and we looking, we take these out. We keep searching for something, then we turn it, there was never nothing in here to find. Like some bass players I know for a fact, Instagram try to get a lot of attention. Like I was talking about playing fast. The woo in the eyes. Every day they posting a cover tune. And people's falling for it. Some cats is getting 50,000 views and like some crazy number. I'm like, what are y'all so fascinated about? He ain't never getting no gig. Never. Ain't nobody hiring him. He said never. He right, never. Because I know the insiders that look at these cats. It was like, Reg, I would never hire them. Ever. I see the numbers, see the followers. They will never get a call from me. I will never even like the post. So people send me all the, yo, Reg, check this out. I'm like, it's a cover tune. What am I getting excited about? I kill them. I said, send me something they wrote. Then it's Christmas Eve quiet. Not New Year's Eve loud. As soon as you talk about that O word, the C word, originality and creativity, you hear that? Everybody be quiet for 2 seconds. When I talk originality, creativity, that's what I hear. When I say duplication, it's New Year's Eve, Times Square loud. Why is everybody so scared to be creative? Why? I don't get it. Be you. It's from your heart. You can never duplicate me. I can never duplicate him. He can't duplicate me. I can't duplicate Johnny. Everybody brings something different to the Thanksgiving table, and that's how we eat. You have people that's going to inspire you. You take a little bit of them, take a little bit of him, a little bit of him, then you bring a lot of you. That's how you get your own voice. Practice in your minor keys. Get a couple of licks in your minor keys, all different keys, all of them minor. Go up the whole scale. It's 12 notes. Get some licks in the major keys. That's how you start to get your own licks. Like you said, there's levels, 1, 2, 3. Which level you want to be? Only you can answer that question. I can't answer that question. What level do you want to be? What level do you attain? Believe in yourself. You can do anything. You could be the next guy out here having a legacy of records is a beautiful thing. Because YouTube is there. It's always going to be there. If you came up with stuff, especially in the 90s on, it's there. What would you rather have? A discography of beautiful songs, or 1 million followers on Instagram with a bunch of cover tunes? What? That's like Monopoly money. You can't spend it. It's not going to last you. So my challenge to you guys is to challenge yourself. Challenge your mind to start being more creative. Think outside the box. The box is this room. There's more music outside this room. Get out this room. Getting out this room requires you to get out your head. Getting out your head, you got to have confidence in yourself. But to have confidence in yourself, you got to practice. You got to practice to the point where your wife or your girl will like, dude, you've been practicing for 4 hours. Go to bed. You know how many times my wife has told me that? She goes to sleep at 10 o'clock. 12:30, I'm still sitting there playing. Then I go to 1 o'clock. But that's how serious it is. And when it comes to, I know this is a delicate topic, but we live in a human see, human do world. So you see on social media, it seems like everybody, musicians dropping singles. I'm dropping a single. It's coming out, yes, son. It's coming out. You know, it's gonna be dope, son. Blah blah blah. Slow down. How you dropping a single? You ain't even find your voice yet. You don't even know what your gift is on your instrument. What are you featuring? I heard people put out music and I'm humbled that they always send it to me. I really am, because they don't have to. But then I listen to stuff. The stacks of vocals are off. Some of the instruments aren't tuned. And this is mastered, it's out. If Johnny is my mentor, I should send it to Johnny before it's mastered. Johnny, what do you think it is? Do you hear anything that I missed? Because when you get to that level, you can't just be a bass player. You have to have producer ears. Producers' ears hear that little noise that's way in the background. Like, what is that? It's bothering me. That somebody else's ears don't hear. And if you don't hear that and you put it out, somebody hears it. And they blaming you because it's your name on the project. So if you got friends that's putting stuff out, be a real friend if you don't think they're ready yet. Tell them, man, look, I think it's a great idea, but I don't think the song is ready yet. Maybe collaborate with somebody that has a little more experience. Just slow the process down. Because in my 20s, I wasn't ready to do a record. I had chops, but like, so what? To do a record, to play a whole song, a bass, one song requires a lot. And plus, you gotta have to know that if you don't have to play every song, just going buck wild. Feature the saxophone for a couple of bucks. Feature the key, feature them for the whole song. You wrote it. You could just lay back, just groove.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
It's cool in the game.
Be a sideman on your own gig, on your own project.
That's it, right there.
Bass ain't doing nothing. Oh, he is. He wrote that song. Word? Yeah. Now they respect you. Their respect level went like this. Because they know that your mind is musical.
Yeah. To your point, what you just said, as a drummer, I just know like most of the songs are done by bass players. They're not real busy, but have been composed and written by bass players. Like some of the best songs ever produced, composed, and written.
Who you want me to?
No, I'm just saying, but it's true to that. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
those bass players are like not slapping and popping all over the place, showing their lick. You know.
Why you think that's called? Because they're what? It's two words. It starts with a D and one's a E. They're disciplined and they have experience. You will never hear Marcus Miller ever in your lifetime overplaying on the record.
Never. That's true.
That dude got chopped for all of our lives.
Yeah.
You will never hear him overplaying. It's not going to happen. It's not in his DNA. And I blame a lot of stuff on MDs. Because if a bass player, a drummer's doing all that stuff, it's the MD job to say, bruh, what, really?
Yeah.
What you doing there? That was your warm-up, right? All right. We play the song. The MD job is to make sure the band is tight.
Yeah.
And I work with some great MDs back in gospel. To me, gospel don't get a lot of the respect that it should, based over the R&B and jazz. There's some stuff in gospel that was just ridiculously dope. Ridiculously tight, creative, original. And I work with Nate McNair, one of the great MDs ever. He had us tight as tight can be. It's the little stuff. Like, you sure you got that part right there when we do that? I'm like, yeah, I got it. Prove it. I got it, Nate. I got it. He would make you prove it.